Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Marvel Monday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Marvel Legends series, Puff Adder Build-A-Figure series, Extremis Iron Man. Let's get into it! Let's take a look at the packaging. And here on the top flap, Marvel Legends series Build-A-Figure Puff Adder, assortment numbers, ages 4 and up, Avengers. On the front, Iron Man, Extremis. And a nice digital render of the figure in the foreground with some artwork in the background. Marvel Avengers. Warning! Don't stick things in your pie hole that do not belong there. Plastic-free packaging, except tape and glue. Hasbro print on the bottom includes figure and 4 accessories. Also, in case you forgot, plastic-free packaging, except tape and glue. And then whatever that is. On this side, Build-A-Figure Puff Adder, and it shows you the completed figure with some numbers corresponding to numbers here, which tells you which part comes with which figure. Each sold separately, subject to availability. And finally, on the back, we have Marvel Legends series Iron Man Extremis. Nice digital render of the figure and his accessories with some artwork in the back. And you know what I forgot to do? Look at this side where the artwork is. Marvel Legends series, and there's the artwork. Now, back to the back. Warning, attention, Octoon, don't stick things in any language pie hole that do not belong there. Don't give it to babies. Especially don't stick it in your French pie hole, apparently. Recycled print. Small fine legalese made in China print. Symbols I'm not going to learn. Hasbro print. And a barcode. That, my friends, is a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and his accessories. And here we have handy dandy tweezers. And let's take a look at the extra set of hands. And they're open repulsor blast hands. And they're on an in and out hinge. And I have to say, it looks pretty nice. Nice molded detail in it. And it's nice that we have a hinge on the repulsor blast hand like we did on Modular Armor Iron Man. Hopefully that's something that we get going forward on all Iron Man figures, or all Iron Man figures, all Iron Men. And of course we have the 2 repulsor blast effects or boot jet effects, whichever you wish for them to be. Nice translucent plastic post right there. And as far as the repulsor blast, or the hand, you know, it just ports right in like that. And there's 2 of these exactly the same. Well, let's take a look at the figure. And I have to say, pretty sleek design for Extremis or Extremis. I always called it Extremis. Lots of nice molded detail. Not really a lot of paint apps going on. It looks like the majority of this guy is red plastic, which, you know, that works. Paint app here, Probably the gold here, probably the eyes. Most likely the eyes. Definitely the eyes are paint out. And then, like I said, the gold on the outside, a little bit of paint there to outline the mouth parts, I guess. And then some gold paint here at the bicep and right at the upper thighs. Well, let's take a look at his articulation. At the head, well, shoot. Well, you can see it's on that classic Marvel Legends Hasbro ball and hinge. And he can look up that high, which is great for flying. He can look down that far, but it does come in hinge there. And I just noticed, I was gonna say it's got like the Spider-Man thing, but it's not, because it's the hinge, not a dumbbell. He's got some chicken neck. He's got some waggle. He can do the full Exorcist. At the shoulder, 360 degree rotation. And at the shoulder, the arm comes out about that far. I don't think this is hindering it, but this is glued on to the arm here up at the top ball. And it is that soft rubbery material, so it does move out of the way somewhat, but not a whole lot. And I thought this guy had butterfly, but he does not. That would have been really cool if he did. Cut here at the upper bicep. Does give you a 360 degree rotation. Double hinged pinless elbow. On it. It gives you that much bend, 360 degree rotation at the wrist, on and in and out hinge, and in and out hinge on the other side as well. Cut where the chest and the torso meet, or abdomen. Gives you all kinds of hula. Allows him to bend backwards that far, forward that far. Does give you a 360 degree rotation there as well. And did I say hula? Yeah. Anyway, and he can tilt that way and that way. So that's pretty cool. But because of this, well, I don't know strictly because of this, but he has nothing at the waist, and I think that's mainly because of the way this is designed. The power pods are on a post, and they do rotate up out of the way for some poses, or any poses you need them to, I suppose. So they do rotate kind of all the way up out of the way. At the hips, can give you that much of the splits. Kicks forward approximately 90 degrees. Backwards, wow, that's pretty good. His butt doesn't get in the way at all. Then there is a cut hidden by this thigh armor at the upper thigh for a full 360 degree rotation. Double hinged pinless knee. Gives you that much bend. At the ankle, wow, down that far. Tilts up that far. And forward facing pin for rocker. And then again, the blast effects, he's got ports in the bottom of his feet, as you can see there, and these will just port in there if you want them to be his boot jets. That, my friends, does it for a look at the figure and his accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have the Marvel Legends series Puff Adder Build-A-Figure wave Extremis Iron Man with the Marvel Legends 20th Anniversary Iron Man and the Marvel Legends series Marvel 80th Anniversary Iron Man. Here's the Marvel Legends series Puff Adder Build-A-Figure wave Extremis Iron Man with the Walgreens exclusive Silver Centurion Iron Man from Marvel Legends, and of course the Marvel Legends Modular Armor Iron Man. For our final set of comparisons, here we have Marvel Legends series Extremis Iron Man with the final Marvel Legends series comparison, making his cameo appearance, Stan the Man Lee. From G.I. Joe Classified series, we have the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander. From Star Wars The Black series, we have the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper. And for a 7-inch comparison, from the Masters of the Universe Masterverse line, we have the 40th Anniversary He-Man. For final thoughts on the Marvel Legends series Extremis Iron Man, I have to say, looking at the pictures, or digital renders rather, isn't anywhere near as impressive as the figure itself. The fact that you can actually get him into that superhero crouching landing pose is great. I like the fact that the power pods on his hips will actually swing out of the way. They will rotate on pins where they're stuck into the figure. I like that. It's all pinless, which helps to not break up the sculpt as much. Now you still get the breakup where the hinges and the articulation is. That's when you're dealing with articulated figures, that's just something you really can't help too much unless it's a cloth covered figure or figure wearing, actual cloth soft goods clothes. And even on some of those, the joints, the costumes are so tight that you can still see the joints of the figure where the articulation happens. And that's just part of the hobby, I suppose. But on this Iron Man, not a lot of paint apps. Where they are good. Not a lot of paint slop. Actually, I don't remember seeing any paint slop on this figure at all. And didn't come with a Build-A-Figure piece, and that's fine. There's always one in a Marvel Legends wave that doesn't come with a Build-A-Figure piece, and they usually try to, seems like they're sticking it, that no Build-A-Figure slot. They're putting that with a figure that they think people might necessarily not want to buy, maybe because 500 Iron Mans already. You may not want another Iron Man. But of course it could be the opposite of that, and they know Iron Man's going to sell, so give the Build-A-Figure piece to a less popular character. But again, overall, good marks on this version of Iron Man. Not my favorite version of Iron Man, but I like it okay. And the best part of it, he has repulsor hands that have hinges in it that we've been told for many, many years. Oh, we can't do hinges on repulsor blast hands. But anyway, now they're here. We've got at least 2 Iron Man figures that have those. Or 2 molds of Iron Man that have that. The 90s modular armor Iron Man, and now the Extremis Iron Man. So I think that's a good move. I hope they continue to do that with all Iron Man figures. Well, that does it for the review. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews. Or, just help the channel out further. Or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.